Joe Mihalik and senior guard Justin Wright Foreman. Coach, can you start with an opening statement about today's game, please?
Well, you know, we can talk about the end of the game, the end of regulation, and I mean, I'll tell you what I said to the team. We didn't bring it today. We didn't bring it. I think it's about attitude and effort, and you know, we just didn't have it at the start. I don't know if it was all the emotion and all the things that were going on, but you know, it was, to me, that's what it was. Our attitude and our effort, we just didn't bring it.
Questions?
John, do you think from that, you mentioned attitude and effort, from a defensive standpoint, and I mean, during the winning streak this year, it seemed like that was a big difference from last year, but maybe in these last few games, you think that hasn't been as consistent?
Yeah, we didn't guard at all. I mean, that's obvious. You know, they just, and it's, you know, it's frustrating because we talked about how Lewis could have a big game. We talked about how Mosley could have a big game, and you know, that stuff. And you have to take it personal defensively. You have to take it personal, and we didn't. And but I think we did for what you said. I don't know, the last 3 games we didn't guard, and we were really good guarding for those first, whatever the math is, 26. We got to find it. We got to find it because we got it, and I think it's about, it falls under the category of attitude. You know, take it personal.
Justin, with all the stuff that's going on today, there's a raucous crowd. You guys still were up by 8 in the second half. How did it get away from you guys?
No energy, stop playing defense.
Joe, is that just from complacency or overconfidence, or what does that come from?
We got too chilly and too relaxed.
Joe, kind of follow up on that. From your vantage point, why is this 3 games in a row, especially after Thursday night's game, you said you didn't like what you saw during the day. Why do you think it happened to some degree again today?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We talk about it. For it to still happen, I don't know. Maybe it's just not getting through. But we talked about how, you know, how we didn't come to play against Towson. I mean, it was a terrific effort for maybe 20 minutes against Towson. We found a way to win, but we didn't come to play against them either. I mean, so I don't know. I mean, we got to figure it out. I mean, it's a soul searching time right now. I mean, you know, we're still game up with 2 to go. I mean, it's you know, I'd like to be in this place, but right now we got a bad taste in our mouth, and we gotta figure it out. And I believe in this team. I mean, you know, I believe in Justin like crazy, and all the guys on this team, and I think we'll find it. I really do.
Joe, what did you say to them at halftime?
Probably all the same things we just said right here. You know, we just didn't come to play. We gotta, you know, because we had a great start the second half. And somebody asked the question already. I mean, when you're up 8, when you're up 9, you need stops, and we just one of my assistants just told me there was twice in the second half that they scored 8 times in a row. That's, you know, like, who's taking it personal there, you know? You know, it's a team that you can't let feel good. They're a dangerous team. We let them feel good, but we let them score 8 times in a row, twice.
Coach, was there any talk in the huddle at the end of the game to trap Lewis or trying to get the ball out of his hands? I mean, he ended up with 40. He was clearly their go-to guy in offense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we play a lot of zone. It's hard to trap out of the zone. You know, at the end of the day, I mean, I can show you that board in there. It says one of our defensive keys is to guard one-on-one. And, you know, it's like I said, you got to take it personal. Whether it was, you know, he took turns, he scored on everybody. But it's hard to trap out of the zone. And they just isolated him, and they basically said, look, we're going to score on you. And they did. So we got to respond to that.
Could you speak about Tariq Colburn's contribution at the beginning of the second half?
Yeah, he was good. I mean, he, you know, made some shots, and you know, I thought the guys got him the ball, gave us some energy. Justin got him going too, and you know, we had a chance to take control of the game, but I feel like our defense, we just didn't do it at the defensive end. When you score as much as we did to start the second half, because I think we scored a bunch, you know, we should have taken control of the game.
Coach, for you and Justin, for you too, not only with the loss, but with the circumstances of the loss, what kind of chip do you think this is going to put on the team's shoulder trying to win out the rest of conference play and going into the CAA tournament?
Oh, hey, listen, you know, what we didn't do after the Wilmington game, what we didn't do was play angry. And I don't mean that, I mean that in a healthy way. I mean, you know, I think it was Wichita State that year they had they went undefeated or whatever. That was their battle cry, play angry. And we didn't hate to lose as much as we need to. We didn't play angry like we should. And those are the, you know, when you talk about attitude and effort, those are the things that you gotta use as motivators.
Justin, what's the mood in the room? Is it disappointment today? Is it frustration? Are you ticked off? What?
Everything you said is correct. I'm just upset.
Joe, you know, I don't know, you can go over this a million times, but you're up 3 or 3.6 seconds ago. What's your general feeling on that? Because there's always that debate about should you foul a guy or should you just play really hard D? The guy had to make a circus shot to make. What's your thought on that?
Well,
Usually?
my first thought is this: you need to make sure your team knows what to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we called the timeout for that reason, to make sure our team knew what to do. All right, and then it's about execution. And we didn't execute. We after the William and Mary game, we had a couple instances like that. And the next day after that game, we walked through those scenarios, and you know, we call it 55 center field. We have a guy, we put center fielder, and we talk about what we got to do. We have a veteran team, and we just didn't execute. And that's my fault. But you know, taking that foul, I mean, there's always a danger that he's in the shooting motion. I mean, look, if you have to do it over again, you can always second guess it. But sure, I wish we could have it over again. I wish we would have taken the foul. We didn't, but we didn't execute the way he shouldn't have got the ball on the run, and he shouldn't have got to where he could take a makeable shot. So,
Justin, is there any added angst with this loss because you guys had a chance to finish the season undefeated at home and it being your last game ever at home?
We just got to get it done in the next 2 games. Drexel and Delaware, that's all that matters at this point.
Joe, what's harder, maintaining that focus you're talking about for the 16 win streak for 2 months, or finding it again? No, it's been 3 games, and you realize something's not quite where it was. What's harder, to get it in the first place, or to come back and regain it after a little while?
I hope I can answer that question, because I hope we get it going again, and I can say, hey, it was harder to get it back, or it was harder to get it going. So, you know, I'm going to give you like a stock answer and say that whether you're winning 16 in a row or you just lost 2 out of 3, it's all about the next game. And we're salty right now. We're upset. We're emotional. We're angry. And we got to take those emotions and deal with them and use them to our advantage, and make sure that all the things that we don't like about what's going on, we change, and we get ready to play these next 2 games we got on the road.
Justin, I know this is not a time to wax nostalgic at the way this game ended, but just what does this arena mean to you? You've had a lot of great moments here, and just what are your thoughts about this place?
Words can't describe. Just happy I got the opportunity to play here in front of the great fans that we have. Like I said before, everybody welcomed me with open arms here, and I just appreciate everybody, from my teammates, coaches, to you guys. You know, I appreciate it. I appreciate being in this building.
And Joe, you know, I know it's not the dominant emotion, but look, before the game, look like you had some emotion, especially when they introduced him. Can you just describe what that was like? You know?
I was just trying not to cry. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this guy's incredible. It's amazing what he's done. To see him walk out there and know that this is gonna be the last time he plays here, it really, it's people don't understand that. You know, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. Like right now, it's a low.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a low. I mean, like right now, the 2 of us are really upset, both of us, and so those guys in there. So we're gonna deal with that, and hopefully Thursday night it'll be a high. At Charleston a couple weeks ago was a high. But you go through all these emotions with these guys. You know, you love them like sons. They do so much for you. You try to do all you can for them. And to see them walk out there and know you're not going to get to be with these guys much longer, it's hard. It's really hard. It's really emotional.
Thank you, Coach.